Hey guys, welcome back to Wacky Engineering, and today we're going to show you the cheapest two-step on the market. So in front of us here today, we have a couple generations of our homemade two-step. You might be wondering, what is a two-step? Well, car performance, car enthusiast guys, they install two-steps to effectively control their launch. They can adjust their RPM set point, usually with a knob, or sometimes they use a computer, and then they can set the RPM of their vehicle where it will not go over that RPM until they let off a launch button, effectively giving them the best traction for launch. So one of the benefits of this one that we built here is this can be built for about $20, maybe less. And as you can see on screen, here's a couple options that you could buy online. So this is dirt nasty cheap compared to that. So this big honking one here was the first generation, and it does the same thing, but everything was just a little larger scale figuring it out. As you can see from this grinder in front of us, we have the launch controller, two-step rev limiter, whatever you want to call it. We have it set up on the bench where we could basically spin a distributor, the same distributor we were going to be using in the vehicle we were setting it up on, so that we could do all the coding it would take to make this processor work correctly. And we even set it up with a spark plug. As you can see, the spark plug is sparking now. When you turn off the lights, you can see it sparking. Basically, this is what we used to set it up to begin with. And then once we put it on a car and dialed it in, then we were able to switch to something a little sleeker like this, where everything's tied in together. Now we're gonna hop on out to the car. The second generation one is installed, and it's been on that vehicle for over 6 months, so we just wanted to show it because it's actually been functional. But it's essentially the exact same thing as this. The pieces are just a little more spread out. Okay, so here we are at our 95 Cadillac DeVille. This has a 4.9 liter. And as you can see right here, this actually uses an HEI distributor, which is kind of surprising for it being a fuel injection vehicle using that type of distributor. But either way, here's our Gen 2. Once again, this is the same as the Gen 3. It's just everything was tied into one 3D printed block versus being spread out. This is the heart of our project here, and this is an Arduino Nano, and this little chip on it is basically the brains. The rest of this module just allows it to interface with inputs and outputs and communication or power here. The next piece, this is the power supply. This takes it from 12 volts down to 6 volts, which is the optimal voltage for this controller. The next piece we have is the opto coupler here, and this is basically what takes in the tach signal from our distributor and then gives that signal to this controller so it knows what the RPM is. And if you look on this side over here, this is a relay, and this really all it does is it cuts power to the distributor to be able to like modulate the RPMs of the vehicle. This is just a little pot that you can use to adjust the RPM set point. This is the power cable, and I actually just tied power into the brights, the headlights, and I just tied it into the fuse box. So when I hit the brights, it powers this controller up. As you can see from Gen 3, once again, it just takes all these pieces, ties them into one module. This was 3D printed, designed on Fusion 360. Pretty quick and easy, but it's effective. This has been on the car for 6 months. This car has done a couple river crossings, believe it or not. It's been out in the elements for about 7 months now. So the engine compartment is approximately 180 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's held up the heat, it's held up the moisture. It's actually lasted for about 7 or 8 months now. If I kick on the brights, that'll kick on the controller, and then I got shampoo. Turn this down a little bit. And this is what it looks like when your cameraman drops it and right in front of your car so you can run it over. Here's the broken Arduino. This is what the inside of a relay looks like. So this is a mechanical style relay. Power supply, terminal block. The only thing that survived is the optocoupler. Dang cameraman. All right, well, here's our $20 homemade two-step. If you thought it was cool, drop us a follow, hit that like button. See you next time.